Hey there everybody, Pop on Top here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod, we got a weapon mod currently clicking my character's hands here. This is a pretty iconic weapon as it is, but this is Things G3. So the G3 is an assault rifle. It's the inspiration assault rifle that they used for what they call just the assault rifle in Fallout 3. Obviously very iconic in that sense, but obviously the G3 is, a good gun. It's a good kind of classic, iconic assault rifle. This one's got a tactical laser sight built into it. I just crafted it for myself here at the chemistry station, which is nice. It's nice that that's an available option, right? So if we go down here, the HKJ3, but it's actually not called the G3 in the game. It's called the Wasteland Rifle. Now, there's a version of this mod that is a replacer as well. This is not the non-replacer version, but there's a mod version of this that replaces the combat rifle and assault rifle with this Wasteland Rifle instead. Now, obviously, it has a pretty steep crafting cost, but no perk requirements, so at least you can get it pretty early. Shoots 5.56 by default. This one's a 9-round magazine, semi-auto rate of fire with a laser sight and some red tape on there. Now, obviously, I'm really interested in customization, like actual functionally good customization, but the weapon does look nice. The animations are good. Very much reminds me, because it's the same family, but the MP5 where you slap the... Yeah, right? This very much reminds me of the G3 from, what was it, Battlefield 3? I want to say. It's been a long time since I played Battlefield 3. But, they had a G3 in that game, and I love that gun. It's, one of my favorite guns to use in that game. I'm just a big fan of the G3. It's just got a nice, simplistic shape. But let's take a look at what we can do customization-wise, attachments-wise, right? All the things. So we got a standard receiver, fast receiver, and a heavy receiver. Fast is faster pew-pew. It just makes the gun shoot faster. Doesn't do any more damage, but shoots faster. That's interesting. Let's throw that on there first. So we have improved wooden barrel, short barrel, light barrel, metallic barrel, marksman barrel, R91 barrel. Yo, R91 from Fallout 3! That's what literally the attachment description says. Polymer barrel, HK11 barrel. HK11 is like a more like an LMG version. Integral suppressed barrel, so we make it like... You need a sneak perk for this too. That's kind of interesting. That's like there's a special one in the Pit DLC, right? The Infiltrator, right? That's what it's called. There's standard junk stock, wire stock, metallic stock, wood stock, marksman stock. Marksman stock is also wood, right? And it takes the rifleman perk. That's interesting, but it's also red. Small restored mag. So restored, fast, light, but lower ammo. So restored is lighter and faster. AK mag. Converts ammo to 7.62, so you can use it with the 7.62 ammunition. That's probably going to mean it's going to require the Nuka World DLC, because that is that, right? And then there's a steel drum mag. That's also .308. The steel mag is .308. Heavier, slow. Okay. So there's a couple different ammunition types here. You can make some decisions, right? Obviously, the small mag is probably not the way to go. The restored mag might be the way. There's probably 20 rounds. That's what I'm thinking of the G3. So we have a laser pointer as our sight, but let's just put iron sights on there for now. We can do all these other different things later. Not too many scopes. Semi-automatic or automatic. Automatic does reduce the damage, but greatly increases the fire rate, doubles that thing. Let's put that on there with the thing. And so we have red polymer as our material, but we can change that back to wood. So you could just make it wood regardless, right? I like the wood grain look, but you have railroad color polymer, pink polymer, minimum polymer. So obviously I don't have the particular barrel on here, right? I have the suppressed barrel on, which I do want to shoot off first for a second, right? We don't have suppressors to put on, so that's the only way to make the weapon suppressed. But if you did put on a different barrel, obviously the wooden barrel, improved wooden barrel, that's going to be wooden anyway, right? But if you wanted to put even on the R91 barrel, if this has wood on it, right, it's wooden color. This very much looks like the R91, the Fallout 3 assault rifle. But I'm going to put that suppressed barrel back on there, and let's see what this thing do. So let's take a look at these iron sights here. Let's see how they work. That's very clean. That fire rate is extremely quick. What's our magazine size on this? 20. Like I thought. That reload's still nice. Sounds good suppressed too, though. Very fast fire. We're blowing through 20 rounds. Obviously, we probably want a bigger magazine. Then we can get that big old steel drum mag. 30 plus more rounds. So that's 50 rounds, if my math is correct, right? This requires the commando perk, so this is for the people who want to be like me and do the full auto thing. I think the marksman stock is the way to go. Suppressed barrel is probably the way to go. You can get some slight amount of range back to go HK11 or polymer or whatever, but you lose some fire rate. Suppressed barrel also increases the fire. We're going to maximize that fire rate. Obviously, you can go heavy receiver instead. You do lose some of the fire rate. We're going to put that on for right now, and we'll kind of compare directly. It's still going to be really fast, I imagine. Yeah, that's still really quick. Now, obviously, the reload slows down. I like how that accounts for the fact that the magazine is heavier. It's going to be harder to be dexterous with, right? Where you're going to be able to fling it in there really quick. It doesn't work like that. 50 rounds is a lot, though. And that fire rate's still real quick. Now, recoil is actually not too bad. I'm going to check it out fully, but that seemed to be really well controlled. for a really fast fire rate automatic weapon. It is going to go up, but that's pretty straight up and down. It's a little bob side to side, but nothing too significant. And that's probably the maximum recoil we're going to get to, because everything else, in theory, is like a smaller round. 308 or 760. I'm not sure which one is bigger in terms of round. We're going to put the AK mag on there. We'll compare. And we'll take the suppressed barrel off because I want to shoot it off loud some more. We can do the R91 barrel. So we have 191 range now, 121 rate of fire. Still fully automatic though. I think you gotta kind of make it fully automatic. It's an assault. I mean, you can obviously semi-auto it, especially if it was using that heavy 308 round. So that recoil is lighter though. That's for sure. Like it's way more straight up and down. I bobbed a little bit to the right, but like it's very controllable recoil. Okay, not a problem at all, right? Like not something you should be concerned with this type of weapon. I think the suppressed barrel is the way to go, but the options are cool, right? You can make it light, so you can make it have less range. It has even more fire rate then, but that's still just the same fire rate as a suppressed barrel. Suppressed barrel is pretty good. I mean, I think you probably want to go heavy receiver. I don't think you need the fast receiver's extra fire rate, even though you do gain the extra range from that as well. But like, it's just really freaky fast. I mean, it's a little bit lighter though. I guess we could try that. I just want maybe we'll do the dumb thing and then we'll just slap the things in there. Let's check the recoil comparison. We'll put some sights on here. There's a Gex sight. Looks like a hollow sight, I guess. Yeah, it's just a nice hollow sight. Maybe that reticle's a little big, but like it's just out of bullets. But this has like it do be bobbing that fast. It's just like the combination of things here. But you could just hip fire this thing like this, and things would die because you're just shooting it so fast. That's a really cool feature. I really like. I'm in combat. Blood hatchling. Imagine, hit the 34% in the video. Okay, I'm no longer in combat. I can actually craft more of my things. Gex sight's fine. I think it's fine. It's a hollow sight. It looks like a hollow sight. It is what it is. ACOG is good, obviously, if you want to do long range things. Laser pointer is kind of interesting. Reflex sight, medium scope. So medium scope if you really want to go long range. But you could do that. You could obviously go medium scope. You could do suppressed barrel. You could go heavy receiver. You'd probably go down here. You'd make it semi-automatic, because you don't really need that fire rate. You want that powerful damage in one shot. Wood, because you always want wood. But you could do the polymer colors if you want to. Just not a fan, man, of polymer. I like wood. I think especially because the wood grain texture on this is not like it's the best I've ever seen, but pretty good. You obviously don't need a huge mag, but you probably want to go up to steel mag because you want to maximize that damage per bullet, even though it's only 5 more over the restored mag. The AK is actually the same. It says more ammo, so I guess you get 30 rounds. So you go to 30 here. Steel mag is also 20. That requires the commando as well. It's assuming you want to be automatic with 308, which is kind of strange. But you could semi-auto, and then something's dead, right? I know, Settler, like, calm the fuck down. Figure out how to get up the hill. Stop looking at me. But you can, tap out headshots and snipe at range. Be suppressed, right? I'd still put the drum mag on there. But obviously you need the commando perk for that. Like, so you're kind of limited on some things, right? Because, I mean, I don't think that's the way that I would use it, to be fair. This is not how I would use the weapon, but, like, you could do that. I'm just trying to show off an example of playstyles. Obviously, you do want the marksman stock, all those things. Then I would think that I'm going to do fast receiver. I'm still going to keep the barrel suppressed. I think it just has a pretty nice suppressed sound, but you obviously don't need that. You can go with whatever. You can go light barrel if you really want to, like, just go full close range crazy man. Still think you want marksman stock because the best recoil control. Alright, less AP cost maybe? Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to use any other stock than the marksman stock. You still want the drum mag though, the biggest amount of capacity ever, because you're just going to spray. And you're probably using the laser pointer as your sight, I think. You need science for that, which is fine. I don't think that's too much of a requirement. 1 science rank. You'd make it full auto. I'd make it full auto. Full auto, wood grain. This is what my Wasteland Rifle Things G3 looks like. Fast receiver, suppressed barrel, marksman stock, big steel drum mag, laser pointer as a sight. If I do have to aim, I'm just going to barely aim as a laser, and I'm just going to spray, right? I'm going to do a lot of that. And then if I have to, I'll reload. That's how we're going to test the weapon out in some combat, the way that I want to use it. But obviously, I showed off, you got some options. And I think this is a really good gun. But we'll see how it does in combat, and I'll see you guys when we get there. Alright, everybody, running up here, Zombies Arena Arcade Mode. Let's get this tested out. It's a nice looking gun, though. It looks good when you're running with it. It fits in the hand well. Very much reminds me of Fallout 3, right? It just is. They even know. The mod author knows. Really good iron sights even, but like this laser sight's clean. It works well. Somebody's popping off over here. I guess we can go help with this real quick before we go into the zombie. I always hear this fight. Who's fighting over here? Like every video I do, they just keep on fighting. Like they just can't figure out their own fight. So I'm going to go figure it out for them. And we'll give us a little G3 test. Is this Raiders in here? I know there's a Raider thing here. Now, obviously, we're suppressed. We can sneak around, but it's not really the goal of the gun. There's somebody right in there. Laser sight's nice, though. Laser sight's just the perfect amount of thickness. As you see there, we're not doing really good sneak attack critical things. Clear this Raider camp out. I'm tired of hearing them ruining my videos in the background, so just shoot the door open. What's up, suckers? It's me, bitch. So this is really I plan on using the gun. So there's people above me. How do I get above me? Huh? You gonna hide up there forever? Little punk bitch? There's gotta be a way up, right? Like, there's no shot? They just don't let you get up? I just blew up a turret? That was something? This is like the minimal laser sight anyone want to do? I'm obviously wasting rounds. You just hit me with a frying pan? Are you kidding me? Yeah, run at me. That's a good idea. That shit don't block bullets. I can't believe I've had that mod on forever. That's a frying pan mod, obviously. Hello. But you could just hip fire. I mean, that guy's in pretty good cover. Let's do some bat shooting, I guess, too. Not doing a huge amount of damage, though, with this you know, 60-ish damage per bullet. Obviously, this is a Raider Survivor. There's no way up here? There is a way up here. It's behind the stairs. We can go around here. I'm just really bad at seeing things. I'm going to go up. Because this is how I really want to play the gun. Just use that massive rate of fire to just absolutely blow through people. Do that too. These are future mods, okay? We'll go back to my zombies in arcade mode though. But it's a good gun so far. Like, obviously in my configuration, I'm kind of running and gunning with it. I want to run at people. I want to just full spray and pray. Obviously, I'm not so worried about, like, it's not the optimal DPS. You really, Fallout 4 has just been designed around semi-auto rate of fire. There's not really much ever reason to ever use fully automatic rate of fire, even when you get it really high like I currently have here. But it's fun for me. It's a fun gun, and it's really iconic, right? Like, I think that does count for something. Like, it cannot be underestimated how much, like, a gun makes you feel to a certain extent. Okay, let's spawn in some Raiders. Why not? Hello, Raiders. Whenever you decide to get here. I gotta sneeze, I think, you guys, though. What the? What the indeed? That's so good of a gun that I can just spray from the hip. But it does take quite a bit of bullets. You say that, right? Like, it took, like, half of my 50-round mag to kill one Raider. But I am also just hip-firing and walking down the hallway while I'm doing it. Yeah, there's 2 Raiders for about a mag. That's obviously not very bullet efficient. You're gonna quickly probably run out of 5.56 ammunition that way. You could... Grenade. But you could absolutely do this. You could Rambo it up if you want to with this gun. This gun's got the fire rate for that. Let's check some bat shooting out. Headshots. This is a little bit better, but still not even one person in the head. These are high-level Raiders, okay? I always do things high-level. I make my characters high-level so you guys can understand. There's a boomstick? What the heck's a boomstick? I'm going to check these things out. These are obviously modern weapons that I'm going to get to at some point. It's very dark in here, too. We can sneak around. We'll do some third-person sneaky sneaks. We'll see how the weapon functions in third person. Obviously, the laser sight functions a lot similar to aiming in third person. You just get a dot, put the dot on the man. We'll sneak around. We'll see if we can kill some more things. We'll see if we can be kind of sneaky, but this is not really, even though it's suppressed. I mean, that guy got melted. The sneak attack criticals do help. But having to reload is going to be a bad time. I did not. If you can keep sneaking, I'm in caution. I've been sneaking. These are all sneak attack criticals. The damage does jump, but it's maybe not the best way to do the weapon. It's probably best to make it semi-auto, because the way Fallout 4 functions, right? You want to go heavy barrel. You probably want to put a scope on that. That'll help with VATS accuracy and stuff like that as well. Where did you go? Let's get a crit on your head. If we hit a crit, then they're dead. That was good. That's good that it works that way, because obviously, you know, for your VATS builds and stuff, you can do stuff with it. You're a goddamn literal minigun. Can we not? Is that everybody? That is everybody. What did you have? You got a crippling minigun. God damn. That's hardcore. But yeah, I think you guys got a pretty good idea of the G3. It works well in third person, first person. Got lots of good amount of customization, right? You can do that fast fire rate full auto thing. You can do a fast fire rate semi-auto thing. You can they separated all the things that I think should be separated, right? I like to do this. The integrally suppressed barrel, but you got all different kinds of barrels in between that. Light barrels, bigger, heavy barrels, drum mags, 3 different ammunition types, right? All that stuff's pretty good. And this particular way, you could just waste some ammunition. It's just a lot. But it's a fun gun. Things G3 gets a highly recommended from me. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you guys would like to check out this mod for yourselves, make sure to check out the top link in the description. There'll be a link there to the Bethesda.net page. or the Nexus mod page, wherever you can find this mod for yourselves. And if you guys have enjoyed the video, like the video. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe so you can check out more videos from me. Always somebody shooting in the background of my videos. But yeah, I mean, also you can ring the bell. I bring that up on Friday videos. Excuse me, turret. What are we shooting at? We get it? That one dog caused me that much problem, huh? I have to be really careful with spraying and praying. Hey, I guess I got a little more comment, but I always almost end up shooting these DC guards because they don't know how to fucking do things. Okay, that's dead. You get him? You get him? He's legendary. There we go. He's dead. Cool. Plasma infused 10mm pistol. Cool, cool. Hey, security man, you guys did your job. But yeah, it's a nice gun. Ring the bell so you can get notified when I upload more videos. You know, and if the whole Fallout modding situation doesn't actually fall apart in front of my eyes, because I've been struggling a lot with that shit. This shit's just like rough for me sometimes. So I really do appreciate all of you that go out of your way to watch, even all the way to the end of this particular video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, do all the things. I do appreciate that a lot, because sometimes I'd be struggling. You guys have a great rest of your day, whatever it may be, and I'll see you in the next episode.